What is up, everybody? SavageLordBarlow here, and I am back with another episode of High School Story, episode 71, and we're about to kick it off with another quest. Y'all already know what's up. Halftime heroes, let's freaking get it. Before this video even gets started, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Now let's get into this quest. We've got a marching band size problem to deal with. Alright. Dennis, can you believe what happened at the football game last night? The other school brought their whole marching band. They were so big and loud, they made all our fans lose heart, and it's tough to win an emotional game without the crowd support. Now that our school's getting bigger, we're going to be playing bigger schools. I think all our opponents from now on will have bands like that. That means there's only one way to keep the crowd pumped up during the doldrums of halftime, a marching band of our own. So what do you say? Will you join me on this march to victory? Sound the horns. Dennis and Tina are starting a school marching band. We can't have a band without band members, and we'll need lots if we're going to be loud and be able to choreograph mind-blowing formations. Let's ask around and see who wants in. Remember, marching band isn't just for anybody. We'll need impeccable rhythm, music skill, and most important of all, killer dance moves. Band together, everyone. We're starting a marching band. Alright, let's get this junk on the road. We're gonna get Trisha in on this. We're gonna get Henry in. A marching band, huh? Not really my style. You think a band with one drum set is cool? What about a band with 100? Whoa, that is cool. You'll get to play face melting riffs at a volume your little amp could only dream of. I don't get what I'm doing here. Everyone at school knows you broke 1,000,000 points on Guitar Hero, Grace, and you can't do that without perfect rhythm. Flattery, eh? That just might work on me. We need someone with your sense of rhythm to anchor the drum line. Just think of it like a bunch of quick time events. What do you need me for? Marching band is about music, not dancing. That's where you're wrong. Everyone in the marching band routine is constantly dancing really intricate steps. Not only that, the entire band is moving around in formation like the biggest dance crew you've ever seen. A meta dance? I'm so in. Later on the practice field, Grace aces a complex drumming rhythm. Boom! High score. Whoa! Grace is killing it on the drums. Trisha is arranging a mashup of awesome pop songs to play, and Harry already has a ton of ideas for choreography. You know what, Dennis? We might just pull this off. This was a pretty great turnout. Do you think we have enough members? We have a good-sized marching band for now, but it's still smaller than most. We'll just have to make up for our lack of volume with outsized creativity. I'm talking impressive formations and sophisticated musical arrangements. Speaking of, what instrument do you want to play? Me? I want to play the saxophone, snare drum, triangle. Put me on the saxophone, baby. The soul of jazz. Good choice. You'll melt hearts with that thing. You pick up the alto sax and blow into the mouthpiece. The reed rattles, making an ugly squeak. Here, hold it this way. You adjust your grip. This time the brass instrument sings a warm, lovely tone. Nice. You'll be an expert in no time. All right, everybody. We have the individual skill to go toe-to-toe with the best bands out there. That was a tongue twister. But marching band isn't about the individual. It's about many coming together to play as one, just like how a song is many notes coming together in harmony. Now let's try out our first formation. Grace, Trisha, and Henry just joined Dennis's marching band. What should Dennis play? The saxophone? As Tina waves a baton, your first march rehearsal begins. Trisha, you're in my spot. No way, this is where I'm supposed to be. Watch out, guys. Harry accidentally runs into a tuba player, and everyone topples like bowling pins. No. How are we ever going to get all these different types of people working together in the time for the game this weekend? I know just who can help with that. We need someone who's good at getting people to work together. Alright, let's get me. Alright, let's get Tina. Let's get a student gov. Let's get Sarah, because I think I already used everybody else. So Sarah, do you think you can help us? You're in luck. I have lots of experience getting divergent personalities to work cohesively toward a common interest. After all, that's all politics is. What do you need to make it happen? The only thing any organization needs, spreadsheets. How's it coming, Sarah? Moving around rows and columns on a football field is just like moving them on a spreadsheet. I organized everyone into groups, subgroups, and sub-subgroups. Everyone has their assignments. So let's take this from the top. What do we say? Can we pull off the best marching routine of all time? Yes, we can. The band marches in perfect alignment, rows and columns threading past each other in a mesmerizing pattern. Whoa, Sarah, you did it. That was amazing. Sarah just helped Dennis and Tina organize a marching band. How will Dennis repay the favor? The band looks great, Tina. I think we'll be ready for the game this weekend after all. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's uh-oh? 3 cheerleaders inbound at 3 o'clock, and they don't look happy. I don't think I had... Oh, yeah, I do. Alright, I didn't think I had level 4 cheerleaders. Anybody that was past level 4 is a cheerleader. Here comes some cheerleaders. What do they want? Hey, Tina, what's going on here? The marching band is practicing for our halftime show at the football game. Halftime is when the cheer squad goes on. You just can't steal our spot like that. But other schools are bringing in marching bands. We've got to compete with them. Haven't you noticed that our friends are getting demoralized at halftime? Are you saying that's our fault? Oh boy. Sorry, Tina, but you just can't take over our halftime. Yeah, the cheer squad is responsible for school spirit at the game, so halftime is ours. You can't replace us. Wait, they don't have to replace you. They don't? What if the cheerleaders and the marching band go on at the same time? London, think how much better your routine would be with live music. Teaming up is a great idea. Our brand is pretty small as it is, so we can use all the field presence. So we can use all the field presence we can get. Think of us like a backup marching band. That does sound pretty amazing. Okay, we're in. Dennis's marching band just settled their feud with London, Mia, Shane, and the cheerleaders. Diplomacy in action? Okay, Dennis, we've got a full marching band that knows how to march, but we don't know what to march as. Let's pick a formation. We're a small band, so it has to be clever, something that will really wow the home crowd. Oh, let's march as a football, smiley face, a T-Rex. I remember doing this quest back in the day. Oh, that'll strike some fear in the hearts of the visiting team. Sounds tough to pull off, but I love it. We are the marching band. Hear us roar. Alright, let's buy some sheet music. Time to start practicing. Let's hit the field and practice our new formation. 50,000 coins to practice? This is a dang college school. I said college school. This is a college school band right now. This much money. Ready to hear the marching steps, Dennis? Tell me, because I don't know them. First, march to the left. Then spin counterclockwise. And finally, on the third measure on the crescendo, switch with the person next to you. Want me to repeat that? Repeat it. First, march to the left. Then spin counterclockwise. And finally, on the third measure of the crescendo, switch to the person next to you. Alright then, let's take it from the top. Everyone lines up in formation and starts stepping in place in time with the drum beat. The drum major waves the baton and the music starts. You march to the left. You step left, still facing the bleachers in perfect unison with the band. Looking good so far. The band completes its first maneuver, marches in place, and then you spin counterclockwise. You spin counterclockwise with the rest of the band staying in rhythm. Perfect! The formation finishes revolving, and then the brass section begins a climatic crescendo. You count off in your head. 1. Wait. 2. Wait. 3. Switch. You fully switch positions with Tina. There we go. That looked awesome. The band completes the song and poses in perfect formation. Whoa, that couldn't have been better. That couldn't have been better. Great work, guys. Are we ready to practice the whole show at once? I sure think so. The band marches in formation as a T-Rex, racing around to create the illusion that the dinosaur is stomping down the sideline. The trombone players extend their slides, bearing the towering carnivore's massive teeth. The percussion section beats the thunderous bass drums with each step of the colossal beast. Holy cow, that was amazing, guys! We look pretty good, and we're going to look even better soon. Come with me. Dennis and Tina's marching band just nailed their last rehearsal. Will they be ready for the big day? Marching band is all about the many working together in perfect harmony to be capable of things greater than anyone can do alone. Among those things is intimidating the heck out of the other team. Yeah, but we're not going to look like a cohesive unit if we're all wearing different clothes. We're going to need some slick uniforms. We'll need cool uniforms if we want the marching band to really come together. Whoa, thanks, Dennis. We're going to look so good out there, people will think the field is a fashion show runway. I'm glad everyone likes them. You bet we do. Alright, Dennis, the moment of truth is here. The big game is tonight. You ready? Dennis just scored some slick new uniforms for Tina's marching band. Is Dennis a fashion icon? Dressed up in the new uniforms, the marching band heads out to the stadium. You pass by the football team who are just leaving the locker room to warm up. Hey Dennis, Tina, you guys look awesome. Thanks, Julian. The guys were just talking in the locker room. We're all really excited to have the school band perform at halftime. The team we're playing tonight is really good. So we need the band in the crowd. Sorry guys, I had to burp this in, but you guys didn't hear it. So we need the band in the crowd pumping us up until the final whistle. It could make the difference between winning and losing. You can count on us. Julian high fives the both of you, then runs off to rejoin his team. Hey Dennis, I just heard that the other school's marching band is performing before kickoff. Let's go check out our competition. Your school's band fouls? What the? Your school band fouls into your cordoned off section of the home bleachers as the rival marching band starts to take the field. There are so many of them. A force easily 3 times the size of yours blankets the field in a simple grid formation. Each member is dressed in a crisp, brand new uniform. They are beautiful. The rival school's drum major raises her baton, and the band starts to play. The music is deafening. Tina shouts something at you, but you can't hear it. What? I said they're too big and too loud. We can't top this. We're toast. We can't compete with the other band. What are we going to do? I think they get some speakers or some junk. I forgot. The opposing marching band ends its thunderous routine to wild cheers from the visitor bleachers. The home fans look on, intimidated into silence. From the stands, you can see the anxious faces of Julian and your football team. Your school kicks off and the other team returns it for a touchdown, eliciting yet another bombastic fight song from the visiting band. God, it was all for nothing. What do you mean? We still get to perform at halftime. Are you kidding? We don't measure up to that. Going out there with our small band would be more humiliating than not performing at all. The whole point of this band was to make the school proud, but if we go out there and all we do is make them ashamed, Tina sets down her instrument and slumps down on the bleachers and head. Slumps down on the bleachers, head in her hands. Uh-oh. If our band leader thinks it's hopeless, then the crowd will too. I better get Tina's moral back up quick. Don't waste your breath trying to convince me, Dennis. Fine then. Looks like we'll just have to have a big hole in the formation where you would have been. Don't do that. That looked terrible. Exactly. You're the one who told us that the marching band was about everyone coming together as one, and we can't do that without all the parts. Just like how music is about how every single note in the piece works with others. Oh my gosh, I think I just read that all wrong. The rest of the band shouts in agreement. Tina looks around at all the encouraging faces. You are right, Dennis. I guess I was just thinking about myself when I need to be thinking about what the band needs. So are you back in? You bet. Dennis just inspired Tina to stand up to a tougher opponent. But was that a good idea? But this doesn't change the fact that we're still too small and quiet. But this doesn't change the fact that we're still too small and quiet a band to upstage our opponent. We're still too small and and the quiet band. I don't even know what the heck. I think they messed that up. were still too small and quiet. A band to upstage. I don't know what the heck they tried to say. That just means we have to get even more creative. We have to take the spectacle to the next level. It'll take an utter mastermind to pull that off. We need a genius to develop a secret weapon, quick. Alright, let's get Charles in on this. Soon the entire marching band waits anxiously in the stadium tunnel while Charles works feverishly on a set of strange contraptions. Are you sure this will work, Charles? I bet my life on it. Well, yours anyway. Gulp. Just then, you hear the ref's whistle echo down the tunnel. The football team comes jogging past, heading to the locker room for halftime, looking demoralized. Man, these guys are tough. The crowd sure could use some spirit, and so could we. By the time you guys take the field again, the crowd will be back in it. We guarantee it. Tina barks at the band, pacing back and forth like a reverend general. Listen up, everyone. I know we made some last-minute changes, but if we stay focused and trust our fellow members, we will win the day. None of us will be here if it weren't for the people standing next to us. So let's go out there and play as one, because together we can do anything. Charles, is it ready? The device hasn't gone through preliminary test trials yet, but yes, it's ready. Then let's go make some noise. The band cheers, a deafening roar that echoes in the tunnel. The band runs out onto the field. Gotta wait. Okay. Your school's band lines up in formation facing the home bleachers while the cheerleaders take up position by the sideline. The crowd politely applauds, clearly quieted by the game score. Our fans don't look too excited. Well, it's our job to excite them, isn't it? The visitor bleachers behind you erupt in a chorus of boos, filling the night air with derisive laughter. You turn to see the stands filled with the rival band pointing and heckling. Forget them. Ready, guys? Let's do our thing. A 1 and a 2 and a... You blow into your saxophone's mouthpiece, unleashing a sensual, warm note. And your band launches into the opening chord of a hit song. Everyone's perfectly in tone, notes melding, in a beautiful arrangement. In the home bleachers, some smiles appear. Your fans start to perk up. I think it's working. From the middle of the field, you see Julian leading the football team back to the sideline. Their faces light up at your music. Come on, guys. We have to help pump up the crowd, too. The football team starts jumping and dancing along with your song. The cheerleaders shimmy, kick, and twirl to the beat. You're drowning out the opposing fans, but they fight back, redoubling their obnoxious shouting. It's working. We just need a little bit more energy. It's time to break out the secret weapon, Dennis. You shoot a thumbs up to the shadowy figure up in the press box, and Charles shoots one back. This ought to drop a few jaws. Charles turns a control panel littered with dials and switches and jams a button. The flute players forming the T-Rex's tiny arms pull out a small Tesla coils harnessed to their backs and blue lightning arcs between the contraptions. From the crowd, it looks like the T-Rex is ripping a hole in space-time. It's even more beautiful than I imagined. The home crowd cheers wildly, fans of all ages leaping up from their seats and dancing. Meanwhile, in the visitors' bleachers, the rival band finally shuts up, their mouths hanging open in awe. Now that's more like it. Charles just took Dennis's marching band routine to the next level with a little help from science. You, Tina, and the entire bleachers cheer and chant crazy as the football teams take the field for the second half. Let's go, team! Come on, Julian, run! Your team roars back with score after score. Woohoo! Touchdown, baby! The clock hits all zeros and the ref blows the whistle. I can't believe it. We won. Comeback of the century. Your fans storm the field, celebrating on the turf with the team. Julian high-fives you and Tina. You did it, Julian. We did it. Your band made the team. Made the whole school believe that we could achieve something great. Well, of course. That's because we're together. Anything's possible. That crazy special effect oh my gosh. That crazy special effect you had at the halftime show, that totally blew everyone's minds. Marching band seems pretty fun. You know, you've got me thinking. I might have some ideas for next week's formations. I'm all ears. As players and fans hug each other in celebration on the field, the band spontaneously starts up a string rendition of the school alma mater, and the whole crowd sings along. We didn't do too shabby, Dennis. Not too shabby at all. Guys, I'm so sorry. I cannot read. I will do better in the next episode. Anyways, with that being said, that is the end of this episode, which was episode 71. I will see you guys in the next episode. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, and I will be getting to 100 episodes of High School Story this year before the year is over with. So with that being said, see you guys in the next episode. Catch my breath. Yep. Peace out.